Across the country, the movie Bully is drawing critical praise for its stark depiction of bullying and its aftermath. It's a controversial documentary that tells the story of Ty Smalley, an 11-year-old Oklahoma boy who, after being picked on in school, took a .22 caliber gun, put it to his head, and killed himself. But the story does not end there. Joining me now is Ty's father, Kirk Smalley. Well, really, I don't know where to start except to say I'm sorry, and it seems almost unfathomable to me. Take me back to that time in May of 2010.
Rob, Ty had been being picked on for over 2 years, pretty much by the same kid. There was a group of kids that were involved, but in particular one. And, you know, his mama worked at the school, and she was up there almost every day, complaining, trying to get it to stop, making phone calls. And on that particular day, I guess Ty finally had enough. He was sitting in the gym with his best friend. They were waiting on class to start. And this kid that had been picking on him came up and started in again. And Ty retaliated. He fought back. Most of the time, it's often the case that the second guy is always the one that gets caught. You know, it happens in sports all the time. The disturbance draws a referee or the teacher's eye, and they look over and they see that second guy take the swing every time, you know. And he was caught. He was suspended for 3 days. And his mama got called, and she went and picked him up and took him home. They were shorthanded that day at work, and Laura had to go back. And she told Ty to do his homework, told him to do his chores, and told him we'd talk about it when we got home that evening. And she came home at 2:38 p.m. and she found out that he hadn't done his homework and chores. Instead, he'd killed himself on our bedroom floor. And I got a phone call at 2:39, and caller ID said it was Laura, and I answered, and she was screaming, you know, just screaming. And I tried to calm her down and get her to tell me what was going on. And finally, I had to scream back at her, and I told her she had to just stop and tell me what was going on. And she managed to say, he's dead. He shot himself. And I asked her, who? And she said, Ty. You know, since that day, Laura and I, we've talked to families all over this world of kids that have done this same thing. And, you know, I got a list of over 800 babies that have killed themselves because of being bullied. You know, the month of February of this year, we lost 9 kids to suicide in Oklahoma. 7 of them for sure because of being bullied, and we're not sure about the other 2. We lost another little boy 5 days ago in Oklahoma City, in Mount St. Mary's, from being bullied. And we gotta make it stop.
I agree. And I think that's where the story with your family really takes such a positive turn, is what's happened since Ty's death. If you would, tell me about Stand for the Silent.
Stand for the Silent was started by a group of OSU, OKC, Upward Bound students from 3 high schools in the Oklahoma City area. They heard about what happened to Ty, and as a summer project, they decided that they were going to make a difference. They were going to make this stop. I got in touch with their director, Francie Moss. We scheduled for me to go and talk to these kids, and it just kind of grew from there. We planned a rally at one of the high schools, Western Heights. That was on August 17th. We held our first rally. CNN actually attended that, Carol Costello. They filmed it, and then we planned a rally on the Oklahoma State Capitol South Lawn, and that rally snowballed. It went global. We had 23 rallies in the United States across the nation in 19 different states. We had 7 international rallies at the same time. We had 4 in Australia, 1 in Ireland, 1 in Spain, 1 in South Africa, 1 in Haiti, a couple up in Canada. You know, we went global with the message, and since then it's just these kids have spread it every school that we've gone to. To date, Laura and I have been to over 440 schools. We've talked to right at 590,000 kids, and they keep spreading it.
So over 500,000 kids.
Yeah. That's in person we've presented to, and these kids spread it to people via the internet and via social media like you wouldn't believe. I have no doubt that we've reached over 2 million people with our message, just from these kids.
Give me some insight of what you find when you go into these schools. These are not isolated instances, are they?
No. We've been nationwide. We're going to Australia this summer to get it going over there. We've been to the little
Everything starts with one.
tiny schools in rural Oklahoma and rural Nebraska and Iowa. You know, we've been to one out that was in a tin building in the middle of somebody's cow pasture, and they got this many kids, and they got bullying. And we've been to LA where the tough kids, gang members and stuff, and New York where the tough kids, inner city schools, and they've got bullying. This is not isolated. It happens everywhere. It happens all over society, not just in schools. And, you know, there's most of the time you walk into a school and you get ready for a presentation and the kids start coming in and they're cutting up and being kids, you know, and then they hear the announcement, well, this is an assembly about bullying, and you can see them going, oh gosh, here we go again, another one of those, don't do this, be nice to each other, play well. And 2 minutes into our presentation, you can have an auditorium full of 2,200 kids and you can hear a pin drop for the next hour and 15 minutes, literally. They're silent. They hear what is going on. They hear Ty's story. They hear the story of several other children that we honor during our presentation and tell about, and they see similarities in what is going on in their hallways. Mm-hmm. And they realize that they can make a difference. And our main message is to all of them that I am somebody. Mm-hmm. And that's what we try to get out there. That they belong, they have a right to be who they are, that they have a right to be here, mm-hmm. and that we love every one of them just like they are, just for exactly who they are, no matter who they are.
Thank you.
You keep that and wear it.
I will. I'll wear it with pride. And I want you to tell everyone, we talked about it before you came on, but what you just did, it was a sign language sign, and what that means.
That is the American Sign Language symbol. It means I love you, and we teach that to the kids in these presentations. To us, it doesn't just mean I love you, it means I support you and I got your back. And that's actually on our pledge card, and it says I am somebody on it. We leave pledge cards at every school we go to by the thousands. Right now we're going through about 30,000 pledge cards a month. We give them to the schools by the thousands free of charge. We leave them posters with our pledge on it. They sign the pledge card, they date it, and then the kids keep that card to remind them daily of their promise. Mm-hmm. We've got kids that have several of these pledge cards taped on their automobiles, on their dashboards. We've got kids that they race hot rods, and they've got them on the National Hot Rod Racing Association's national champion. You know, our logo and our pledge. They spread this message so many ways.
And I would have to agree with you. The message is being spread a lot further and a lot louder than I've ever seen it spread.